The room is cold. It is 4 in the morning, and the world is a tomb of silence. You are lying there, staring at the ceiling, feeling the heavy, suffocating weight of the blankets. They feel like lead, but they are warm. They are the only comfort in a room that feels like a prison cell of your own making. The air you breathe is thin and sharp. Your lungs feel tight. Your mind is already whispering. It is a soft, seductive voice. It tells you that today doesn't matter. It tells you that the bed is where you belong. It tells you that the world is sleeping, and you should be sleeping too. This is the moment. This is the first battlefield. The floor is a sheet of ice waiting for your feet. The darkness is a wall waiting for your will. You feel the ache in your joints. You feel the slow, sluggish rhythm of a heart that hasn't yet decided if it wants to fight. This is the awakening. This is where the boy dies and the man is summoned. You are not a victim of the morning. You are the architect of the dawn. The silence is not empty. It is filled with the ghosts of your own doubt. They sit in the corners of the room watching you. They want you to stay under the covers. They want you to succumb to the rot of later. Every second you linger in that warmth, you are paying a tax. You are trading your potential for a few more minutes of a lie. Comfort is a lie. Safety is a shroud. The cold is the only thing that is real. It is the first truth of the day. You sit up. The air hits your skin like a blade. You don't flinch. You shouldn't flinch. This is the baptism of the modern warrior. You are shedding the skin of the person you were yesterday. That person was weak. That person was full of excuses. That person is dead the moment your feet touch the floor. Feel the bite of the wood. Feel the shudder in your spine. This is the start of the war. You are alone, but you are not lonely. You are accompanied by the version of yourself that you have yet to earn. He is standing at the end of the day, looking back at you. He is either smiling with the pride of a conqueror or weeping with the shame of a coward. You choose his face right now. The internal battle is a slow, grinding fire. It is the sound of iron striking iron in the dark. Your life is a piece of raw ore, pulled from the mud and the filth of mediocrity. To make it steel, you must put it in the furnace. You must watch it glow red with the heat of effort. You must feel the hammer fall. Every rep in the gym, every hour of deep focus, every no you say to a cheap pleasure is a hammer blow. It is violent, it is loud, it is exhausting. But without the hammer, you are just a rock. Without the fire, you are just brittle. You look in the mirror and you see the eyes of a man who is tired. Good. You should be tired. Being tired is the proof that you are spending your life, not just hoarding it. Most men hoard their energy like misers, saving it for a rainy day that never comes. They die with a full tank and an empty soul. You are different. You are emptying the tank every single day. You are burning the fuel of your life to create a light that others can see from miles away. Think about the storm. A storm does not ask for permission to break the trees. It does not apologize for the thunder. It simply is. You must become the storm. When the world throws chaos at you, when the bills pile up, when the relationships fracture, when the body screams for rest, you must be the greater force. You do not endure the storm. You are the reason the storm is afraid. Discipline is the anchor that keeps you upright when the winds of emotion try to blow you off course. Emotions are shadows. They change with the light. They are fickle. They are liars. Never listen to how you feel. Only listen to what you must do. Your must is your compass. Your feel is the fog. Break through the fog. The internal war is won in the moments when no one is watching. It is won in the kitchen when you choose the fuel over the poison. It is won at the desk when you choose the work over the distraction. It is won in the soul when you choose the pain of growth over the numbness of stagnation. Imagine the forging of a blade. It is not a gentle process. The steel is folded over and over. It is beaten. It is plunged into ice water. It screams as the temperature drops. This is your life. The stress you feel is the folding of the steel. The pressure you feel is the hammer. The sudden shocks of life are the ice water. Each time you survive a cycle, you become sharper. You become more resilient. You begin to hold an edge. A man without discipline is a blunt instrument. He can blunt himself against the world, but he can never cut through it. He can never carve his name into the stone of history. He is soft. He is dough. He is easily molded by the hands of others. But you are the smith and the sword. You are the one swinging the hammer. You are the one feeling the heat. Suffer the heat now so you can carry the edge forever. The alternative is to remain a dull, shapeless mass, eventually tossed back into the scrap heap of the forgotten. The modern world is a trap designed to keep you sedated. It is a field of lotus flowers, smelling sweet and promising sleep. It wants you to be comfortable. It wants you to be balanced. It wants you to be reasonable. But there is no greatness in balance. There is no legacy in being reasonable. The men who built the world were not reasonable. They were obsessed. They were driven by a hunger that comfort could not satisfy. They knew that the only way to find the limits of the human spirit was to push until something broke. Usually it was the world that broke first. You must reclaim that obsession. You must find the thing that is worth suffering for. If you have nothing worth suffering for, you have nothing worth living for. Purpose is not found in a book. It is not found in a meditation app. It is not found in a retreat. Purpose is found in the dirt. It is found in the struggle. It is found at the very end of your tether, when you think you can't go on, and then you do. We speak of the ancestors as if they are far away. We speak of the Vikings, the warriors of the North, as if they are myths in a storybook. They are not myths. They are your blood. Their DNA is the blueprint of your heart. They didn't have heated rooms. They didn't have the luxury of finding themselves. They knew exactly who they were because the environment gave them no other choice. They were the ones who looked at the gray, freezing ocean and saw a highway, not a grave. They were the ones who saw the storm and saw an opportunity to test their strength. They understood a fundamental truth that we have forgotten. Life is war. It is not a war against other men, though that may happen. It is a war against the elements, against time, and against the weakness of the self. To be a warrior is not to be a killer. To be a warrior is to be a protector of your own potential. It is to refuse to let the fire go out, even when the wind is howling. Weak men wait for the right time. They wait for the motivation to strike them like lightning. But motivation is a ghost. It comes and goes. It is a fair weather friend. Warriors do not wait for motivation. They rely on discipline. Discipline is the stone. It is the mountain. It does not move. When the sun is shining, discipline is there. When the rain is pouring and the ground is mud, discipline is there. The modern Viking knows that his honor is tied to his word. And the most important word you ever give is the word you give to yourself. When you say you will wake up and you don't, you have committed treason against your own soul. You have told yourself that your goals are negotiable. You have told yourself that you are a liar. Each time you break a promise to yourself, you lose a piece of your armor. Eventually, you are standing naked in the cold, wondering why you feel so vulnerable. Rebuild your armor, one kept promise at a time, one act of suffering at a time. There is a philosophical tension in the act of choosing pain. The world calls it masochism. The warrior calls it investment. You are buying your future freedom with your current discomfort. Every hour of agony you endure today is an hour of peace you earn tomorrow. Regret is a different kind of pain. It is a heavy, dull ache that never goes away. It is the realization that the door is closed and you never even tried the handle. It is the sight of the man you could have been, standing across a canyon, looking at you with pity. That is the true hell. Not a place of fire, but a place of almost. I almost started that business. I almost stayed in shape. I almost became a leader. Almost is the epitaph of a wasted life. You must fear that almost more than you fear the weight of the barbell or the sting of the cold. Let the fear of regret be the wind in your sails. Let it push you out into the deep water where the waves are high. The code of the warrior is simple. Act. While others are discussing, you are doing. While others are planning, you are executing. While others are complaining about the conditions, you are mastering them. The world belongs to the man who can endure the most. It is not the fastest or the strongest who wins in the long run. It is the man who refuses to quit. It is the man who can stare at the wall of his own limitations and keep chipping away until a hole appears. You are that man. You have the iron in your blood and the fire in your belly. But the fire needs oxygen. It needs the air of action. Don't let it flicker. Don't let it become an ember. Feed it. Feed it with your sweat. Feed it with your sacrifice. This is the ancestral code. It is the law of the hunt. You are either the predator of your problems or the prey of your excuses. There is no middle ground. There is no fence to sit on. Consider the silence of the forest in winter. It is beautiful, but it is deadly. If you stop moving, you die. If you sit down to rest, you never get back up. This is the metaphor for your life. The moment you stop growing, you begin to rot. There is no such thing as maintaining. You are either ascending the mountain or sliding down the slope. The ascent is painful. It burns the lungs. It strains the calves. But the view from the top is only for those who climbed. The people in the valley can only imagine what it looks like. They can look at pictures, but they don't know the feeling of the thin air and the silent peak. They don't know the satisfaction of looking down at the path and seeing how far they've come. You are not meant for the valley. You are not meant for the comfortable shadows. You are meant for the heights. But the heights demand a price. They demand your comfort. They demand your ego. They demand everything you have. As you move through your day, carry yourself with the weight of a king who knows his kingdom is earned, not inherited. Your kingdom is your body, your mind, and your impact on the world. A king does not slouch. A king does not whine. A king takes responsibility for everything within his borders. If there is a failure, it is his. If there is a victory, it is shared. This is the modern leadership. It is leading by example. It is being the first one in the trenches and the last one to leave. It is showing those around you what is possible when a human being decides to stop being a victim. Your discipline will inspire others. Your suffering will become a beacon. People are hungry for something real. They are tired of the fake, polished, easy lives they see on screens. They want to see the grit. They want to see the struggle. They want to see someone who is willing to bleed for their beliefs. Be that someone. The war is never over. There is no final boss. There is no retirement from the mindset. You do not reach a point where you can say, I have suffered enough. Now I can be weak. Weakness is always waiting. It is patient. It is like the weeds in a garden. You can clear them today, but if you don't return tomorrow, they will be back. You must be the eternal gardener of your own character. You must pull the weeds of laziness every single morning. You must water the seeds of ambition every single night. This is the burden of the modern Viking. It is a heavy burden, but it is what gives life its flavor. It is what gives your actions meaning. A life without burden is light as a feather, and it blows away with the first breeze. A life with weight is a life with gravity. It pulls things toward it. It creates its own world. Now, as the day unfolds and the noise of the world begins to rise, find your center. Find that quiet place inside you where the warrior lives. He is not shouting. He is not angry. He is calm. He is ready. He knows that today will be hard, and he welcomes it. He knows that there will be moments of doubt, and he expects them. He is the one who says one more when the body says no. He is the one who says now when the mind says later. He is the essence of your identity. You are not your name. You are not your job. You are not your bank account. You are the sum of the choices you make under pressure. You are the diamond created by the weight of the world. Every time you choose to suffer now, you are polishing that diamond. You are making it shine. When the sun finally sets and you return to that same room, you want to be able to look at that bed not as a place of escape, but as a place of recovery. You want to feel the good kind of exhaustion, the kind that settles deep in the bones, the kind that tells you that you left nothing on the table. You want to look in the mirror and see a man you respect. Respect is not given. It is not bought. It is forged. It is the result of 1,000 small victories over the self. It is the knowledge that when the test came, you didn't blink. It is the peace that comes from knowing you are no longer a slave to your impulses. You are the master of your fate. You are the captain of your soul. The legacy you leave behind is not just the things you built or the money you made. It is the vibration you leave in the world. It is the way your name feels in the mouths of those who knew you. Did you leave them stronger? Did you show them what a man is capable of? Or did you just drift through, taking up space and consuming resources? The choice is yours, but the time is short. The clock is ticking. Each tick is a heartbeat you will never get back. Each talk is a second of your life passing into the void. Do not let them be empty. Fill them with the fire of your will. Fill them with the gold of your discipline. Suffer the work. Suffer the cold. Suffer the isolation. Because on the other side of that suffering is a version of you that is immortal. A version of you that will live on in the spirits of those you touched. Go out now. The world is waiting for you. It is a harsh world, a cold world, a world that will try to break you. Let it try. Let it give you its worst. Smile at the challenge. Take a deep breath of the freezing air and step into the arena. You are a modern leader with a warrior heart. You are the descendant of kings and conquerors. You are the master of the now. The regret of the future has no place here. Only the action of the present exists. Honor your blood. Honor your word. Honor the man you are becoming. Suffer now. Win forever. This is your code. This is your life. This is your war. Turn the silence of the morning into the roar of a life well lived. The anvil is waiting. The hammer is in your hand. Strike.